you can tell me how you feel, and I'm gonna tell you back. If you don't like my type of relationship, or you don't like the idea with women, that's your prerogative. I don't like that you sleep with half your congregation, Pastor. What? That ain't my business. Okay, you do what you do in your home. I do what I do in my home. If you're in my house, respect my house. When I go to your church, I respect you and your church. Okay, so everybody has opinions. Everybody have assholes, and sometimes they stink. A lot of them.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to the More or Less podcast with your girls, Sub, Cat, Wit. What's good, fam? We so happy that you're with us again, and we finna jump right in. So y'all been making noise, yo. Y'all
listen, week 1 has been awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Yes. Questions, input, all of that. Number 1, y'all done had us weak. That's first. We've been weak. So we gonna start with something we call stereotypes. There's a whole lot of stereotypes for the community, but definitely, particularly as it pertains to masculine presenting women, or as we call studs. We use that a little loosely, all right? So this week's stereotype, the question was, white for it, why do Southern studs dress so sloppy?
Yo, first of all, number 1, I don't consider myself a stud. I'm no label, but I am Southern. I am from the dirty South.
Hey, dirty.
And I'm just gonna say, where's the line? I mean, okay. So I mean,
Tell the truth, Pastor. Tell the truth.
I just think it's all about where you from. I mean,
Okay.
if you and your friends are all dressed alike and y'all got the same store, that's where you go
The
dress.
same store. Girl, you wanna go to the store this week?
I mean, if all you got is fashion and just casual and you know the same mall stores, I mean, you know the trend, you gonna dress like where you from. You know, you got that swag,
right?
Country swag. Now me, I don't think I dress that way.
No, you don't. You wouldn't be here.
But
Wouldn't be the homie. Good.
I mean, everybody got their own different style, and I think people like to dress like their friends. But you know, you got your New York swag over here, you got your Charlotte, California swag right here, and you got your Southern style homely.
Not homely. Not homely.
You know,
That's good.
those are fine too. But you know, everybody got their different styles.
But what's sloppy?
Listen, I'll say my assessment of what I see visually when I read sloppy, when the person said sloppy, I saw like the studs got the too tight pants with the oversized shirt with, then they throw the J's and a polo hat on like it's fresh.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's a whole situation where it doesn't fit well, it's not flattering. Like even if you're overweight, just like femmes and straight women and all that, you still gotta dress for what makes you look the most attractive.
Yeah, because what looks good on someone does not look
Correct,
good.
right. And so that's why everybody has to find, you gotta find your vibe. You gotta figure that thing out. So for whoever asked that question,
We're not gonna call out.
we're not gonna say names.
I wear J's.
But that's one item. That's not your entire swag. Now, if
Okay.
you were a stud who wore Jordan from top to bottom, I'm talking about they wear the Jordan cap with the t-shirt off the Champs mannequin.
And then the
they
pants
put on the
under their
Champs
butt.
shorts.
Okay,
Then they
okay,
get the
okay.
like, bro.
Yeah, I think I see them. I probably seen them.
You didn't see them. Let's go to North Lake. Let's go.
Right.
Once they stop shooting at North Lake, we're gonna go by.
I get
But
it.
yeah, so that's the thing. So like, number 1, fantastic question. We see no lie there. We see no lie.
I love my Southern stuff.
Facts.
I do love y'all because y'all are my people. We gotta do better.
We
And
we
we
do
be
better.
clinkling with all the junk around.
Right.
Clinkling.
Right, not
It's just
clinkling.
like, clink, with all the Chinese hair stuff.
Oh,
yeah, jewelry.
Not the fashion jewelry.
That joint be making mad
No,
noise.
not the fashion jewelry. Okay, goodbye. We gonna move. Yo, keep it coming. Every week, we're gonna address one of the stereotypes for the community or for studs or whatever case may be. We're not gonna put your name out there, so just say it. Speak, read. Just say it. All right? All right. We moving on. Yo, all right. Now we are at the relationship segment. We have another phenomenal question. It says, why do studs claim kids from previous relationships? What say ye? Are they your children still? Are they not? Do you got some? You got some step babies?
Well,
go ahead.
okay, so
I feel like there's a story.
Story.
So
Step
just
children.
for previous
I do have
previous
step kids. I was married before.
Right, true.
My
Okay.
ex-wife had kids. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
I do
okay.
have ex-step children. But I mean, I used to be the one that said, "Them are my kids." I mean, when I break up with you, I'm gone. But
Okay, be
you know,
honest.
what changed my mind was I was in a relationship with this young lady. Nice relationship. She had a son. We bonded real good.
Okay.
He followed me everywhere I went. I used to call him Junior because he was like everybody knew Cat Junior. So when me and his mom broke up, he was like, no, you really can't come to my house like that. I'm not gonna be over. You had to explain to him and stuff. And what got me was he said, why do I have to suffer because you and my mom can't get along? So that changed my thought on that. And I was like, you know what, you're right. So he had to make it work. He was old enough. He was in high school, so
okay.
I can make it work. Hey, you want to go to the gym, shoot ball? Meet me at the gym. I don't have to go to my ex's house.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to my ex whatsoever.
Yeah.
So there's a way you can handle that. But as far as just claiming every kid from a relationship, I had a lot of relationships, so there's a lot of kids out there. I mean, no. But if you create a bond with somebody, be respectful when y'all move on, and unless y'all plan that kid together, they ain't your child.
What if the kids are younger though? So like so he's in high school. So like you said, you can completely circumvent the whole baby mama situation or ex-wife. What if they're younger to where there's an attachment, but like you can't really? Is it the mom's responsibility to explain like this relationship is over? This it's us. They are no longer here. Like how does that work when the kids are younger?
Well,
How about y'all take that thing?
My first, what I consider my first real lesbian relationship, she had a daughter that was about 3 or 4 years old, and I adored the little girl like crazy. And then when the mother started hoeing and we had to break up, I thought I was going to be that nigga that was going, it's my daughter. I'm just coming to see little, a little bit. Yeah. And then I thought about it, like, just the complication of the whole situation. Her new girl is dead and all, and I'm like, yo, you know what?
And you got
I
her
done broke
mother
up with you and your mother. Like, I got, what I mean? I mean, she's little though, she's like 4 years old. So it was like, after that, I said, I just don't do chicks with kids. You know what I mean?
I understand
like,
that,
if you got kids, unless they older and I don't have to have, form a bond because I love them so much anyway, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, I said, no more chicks with kids.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I've seen various situations. I was actually in a previous relationship where her ex was very active with the kids, and that was nice for them because I was super young, so I was not prepared to be daddy, stepmama, none of those things.
You weren't trying to do the step thing.
No, stepdad. But like I wanted to, but it just wasn't me, and it wasn't the time. Like now I'm itching for kids, but this is mad years later. But so if you are with it, then love them children. That ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just an interesting concept when you hear your homies like, yeah, my kid, my daughter, my son. It'd be like, wait, which? And then what about your current girl? Like, what about your current relationship and you claiming kids from another relationship that she like, that ain't come from your loins.
That is not your kid.
That's not your, like, so then they got a whole baby mama situation for a kid that's not yours.
That's right. What if it's a dog? I had
You know what?
A dog situation. I want to kill that bitch and the ex and the dog. Like, yo.
Her, the ex, and the dog.
The dog, like, yo, all of them could die. Everybody could have died.
Even the dog?
The dog, too. I hated that little motherfucker, I swear.
Girl, you got Peter, we do not
that was
support
aggravating.
whatever she
Peter,
said.
right.
No animals was hurt doing this.
We
thing.
right. But sometimes relationship more.
Like, yo, she made me hate that dog. Like, yo.
She made it stressful, child. Women make things stressful. Now I'm playing. We still women's too, child. But continue to drop them relationship questions. What you want to know, what you wondering. Even the straights, y'all can come ask us some relationship questions. We know you want to know.
There's no dumb questions.
Because we gonna address it all.
Because I got questions too, and I've been lesbian for years, and I still question some stuff.
Listen.
Shout out to
So what
straight.
is this?
Shout out to the straights. The straights who watch. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate you. We finna move on.
Yes.
Let's get it. All right, now we done made it to the fan favorite question of the week. Fan favorite question of the week. We got two of them. Got two. The first from Shayla Booey.
Hey, Shayla.
The first from Shayla Booey. Hey. Yo. Come on with the beatbox. Yo. So listen, Shayla Booey came through with a dope question. She said, She said, why don't studs like to wear girly clothes? And for some, that might seem like a surface question, but that's a deep question, because like that has a lot to do with identity and who you see yourself as, right? And who you feel like you are, all of that stuff. So let's get into it. Why do studs not like to wear girly clothes?
What you say, Whit?
Well, I'm somewhere in between, because I'm androgynous. So one day I may look hyper feminine, one day I'm a whole nigga. Like it's completely based off of a whole.
Oh, a whole nigga.
An entire nigga.
Oh, okay.
Like,
They're two different things.
You're right. So it completely depends on how I feel. So the way I dress is based off of that, but that's my nature. I'm a 100% Gemini. Like, it's completely based off of what my vibe is that day. So for me, my limit is skirts. My limit is skirts. Now that is because of my upbringing. I came up in a super traditional church setting where I had to wear skirts all the time. Like, could not wear pants at all. My little lesbian self was uncomfortable. I'm talking about pantyhose, all of that, like
stockings.
all the time. Stockings, slips,
Yeah.
like bro, like yeah, church mother at like 9 years old, like that type of thing. So that once I got older, church mother. Once I got older, I was like, I refused. So the only time I would throw on a skirt was like, for example, my parents, like they were married for 30 years. They had a renewal. My mom asked me, she's like, I want you to be my maid of honor. I really need you to wear a dress. I was like, girl, this time. But other than that, I can do feminine clothing. But what say ye?
Me, as far as I don't prefer to wear feminine clothes. I never have. Even when I was a little girl, I used to cry. If my mama put me on a dress when I was in elementary school to wear, I would cry my eyes out until she would tell me, go put on what you want to wear.
Come on, persistence.
Because
perseverance.
I didn't want to wear it, you know. I wanted to wear the pants and t-shirt and send me on to school, put little bows in my hair. But even now, I will wear feminine clothes if the occasion calls for it. If I'm going on a job interview, yes, you would not recognize me on my first day of work from when I did the interview, because I'm gonna have on go to New York and Company and get me a nice button-up blouse and some nice trousers, nice, you know.
Yeah.
This is our corporate one right here.
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Only
Fact.
because I know what goes on behind interviews after people get interviewed.
Yes.
I can't say much about that right
Play
now.
the
but
game.
You have to play the game.
She just dropped you a nugget right there. You see that?
Message. But you know, once I get hired and go through orientation and all that on my first day,
Bam! Boom! Cat in the building.
right? You know, I'm not gonna kill it on the first day. I'm gonna ease into who I really am.
Okay.
But you gotta get yourself into the door. So yeah, I will wear a female clothes.
Okay.
I might throw on a little makeup, you know, little ear bobs and whatnot.
That's
a wig.
good. Right.
My last job I did, I wore a wig to my interview. Yes, boo. I had on my.
Got the job.
I got the job.
Come on.
You know, but I had to do what I had to do because I was
Yes.
not going into a management interview with a mom.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yo.
that wasn't gonna fly.
Bruh,
So-
there's many levels. So first we got me, it's just based off of vibe. Cat, based off of necessity. What's it for
And
you?
what say so?
Let's say son.
Why do studs not like to wear? Well, as far as I go, I'm just not comfortable. And when I was doing it, I wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I took an etiquette academy,
Okay.
like
What then?
a full through.
You was in
course.
pearls.
Yeah.
Pearls.
Taught how to walk in heels,
Come
how
on.
to actually dress, put outfits together, and so I mean, you know, it was a need. Someone saw
Yeah.
a need and was like, "You need to go there," because I just never embraced it.
Yeah.
I did it, but I was never comfortable. And when I got to a point to feel like be unapologetically me.
Yeah.
In girly clothes is
Don't
just
work.
not. I like comfort all the way around. I don't like to feel uncomfortable. I don't understand how bitches.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't understand how chicks can like go clubbing in shoes that hurt. I don't understand how you buy
Hey,
shoes
we love it. We love it. We love it.
that hurt. Like it just does not add up to me. Like yo,
Beauty is pain. You keep on wearing them heels. We love the way you look at them.
Right. I like to see them, but for me,
But they be like, okay, but we gonna be comfortable too.
No,
We
no,
gonna
no.
see everybody in Chucks.
No,
I
no.
can't. I can't.
Dude, like, you know, that's just me. I don't get
Right.
it. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I don't get it.
Right.
Standing on my tippy toes is just not comfortable for me. So I don't want to do it.
I
And
feel that.
I have a tendency to sit like this. I don't care what I was
That's not gonna work in the skirt.
What I was
Yep.
trained
You not
to
gonna work in the
do,
skirt,
it's
sis.
just the way I sit. You know? And I don't want to have to be
Come
what I
on,
was-
dainty.
what I was trained to
But
do.
you know how.
You know what I
But
mean?
you know
Your
how.
toes are polished. Your
And
toes
then,
polished.
and
Yes,
my,
they
yeah, my
are.
toes are polished. I polished my toes for the first time in like 17 years this weekend, and my nails.
What
And
is
it,
true?
and it
I
gets
just
cold.
noticed
And then the
this.
weather changed them, and they change colors. I mean, my temperature changed, and they change colors.
You got mood
Got
nails?
I have mood nails.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
I got my pedicure
I
on
went and
Thursday.
got.
Well, oh, gots to have the pedicure of the
I went and
nails.
got my mood. But
These is
yeah.
about the daintiest masculine presenting.
I just
Look, nobody want to lay up in the bed with somebody
I'm
with
just
crusty
not
feet. I'm
No.
sorry. I mean, I don't want no woman scratching my legs when we in the bed.
My wife was
Not
like,
either.
You gonna start with me. And then when I went and Chloe, honey, she is the best.
Yes. Where's she at? Where's Chloe?
She is at Venice Nails, and Chloe give a show enough
What
pedicure.
side?
My
What
God.
side?
It's over there by IKEA. So if you
Okay,
in
okay.
Charlotte, you hit up Venice Nails, Chloe do
Okay.
it. Honey, show enough pedicure. She put the work in.
I went by your house.
She put the just nearby.
No, I went by your house over by the Harris Teeter.
Okay, my mom goes there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to the one by North Lake Mall. They do pretty
Okay.
good. And they give me free wine.
Oh! A lot of people stopped that with COVID, but we're bring it back. Bring it back.
White wine, please.
Come on. There it is. So that's what it is for that. So you can either out of necessity. For a lot of people, it is just not what they feel comfortable in, not what we feel comfortable in. Just like for women, I mean, you might not want to wear just an oversized shirt and some big old jeans. Like it's just not. It's not you. You don't feel like yourself in those garments. So it's the same thing on the other side. And there was a part 2 to that question though. Shayla asked, "What if your girl asks you to?"
Oh,
I'll do it for an occasion, but it's not going to be anything that's going to be every day. Because
Okay.
if you're going to date me, you're going to date me for who I am
Yeah.
and what I like. And if I'm not comfortable dressing like that 24/7, don't expect me to.
Okay. So for an occasion, if she's like, "Babe, we're going to a gala or we're going to a nice dinner, and I just want you to fem it up a little bit
Okay.
for me."
Let's go shopping. You're going to have to put the outfit together because I don't.
Right. True. Okay. Okay. What about you?
I'm gonna ask why. I need a whole thorough explanation to get me to like why.
Right.
But why?
Mhm.
Like no, because I just want to know. But why? Like what is it that you? Why do you want? Did you see somebody else's girl do it or what? Why? What is your why? If you can get your why to resonate with me, then you got me all day. But
So
if
what
your
if-
why is BS?
So what if she
I'm not
said?
just doing shit for shits and giggles.
What if she? So what if? So what if she says like, "Well, babe, I love who you are." I'm trying to channel my tiny. I love who you are.
Shout out to
Shout out to Tiny B,
B.
part of the Wives Club. I love who you are. Comma. Actually, no, we're gonna put a period. We're gonna put a period. I just want to because I also love the femininity of a woman. So I like to also see your femininity at times too. It's just a turn on. So every once in a while, for some variety.
She don't know that.
Spice of life. She don't know.
She don't know that.
Oh,
she
she don't know
like
what you
no
look-
femininity. In
How
a
you
woman.
know what she know?
Because I'm the only woman.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
with-
Oh,
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
That's
okay.
gonna be another topic.
That's
Okay.
another time. Okay.
That's another
So
topic.
when you
Okay, there you go.
so
All
when you are your girls first.
Oh.
Okay, that's coming on another day. That's coming on another day. Okay.
Bitch, now what you liking, bitches now? Like, what? Like,
Oh, that's good. Okay, that's gonna have to be a whole other that's gonna be a relationship segment. It might be next week. Okay, cool. We had a second question from a fan favorite, and it actually was
Tiny B.
Tiny B. What was her
Tiny
question?
B. Her
Kat?
question was, as a woman of masculine center, that's what you call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you expect your partner or your mate to be submissive, or do you want them to be submissive? That's coming from Tiny.
Ooh,
And obedient.
and
Yes.
obedient.
Do you want your partner to be obedient and submissive?
Mm.
What say you, sir?
I was about to say, you talk first. You talk first. That was your girl question.
That's your girl.
That's your girl question.
No.
That was your girl question.
what up, wifey?
Her girl asked that question.
Do I want us? I do. Look,
Hey, it
let me
is.
tell you what I want. What I have. What I enjoy.
Okay.
I love the softness in a woman. That's why I don't want a man. I love the softness. I like the femininity of a woman.
This
Now, yeah, I like that. And then when it comes to like the personality type, no, I don't want a yes person. I want someone with their own thoughts, ideas, views and opinions. I don't want to just be saying things like I have I got Shane, I got a dog. I don't need an obedient, submissive
Whatever
pet.
you like.
Right, exactly. I need Lisa. Like I don't want no, you know what I mean? That shit's whack.
Okay.
So I don't think. Do y'all want? You know what I mean? Yes.
No,
Yes, hoes?
I do not. I want somebody who's going to, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If they don't want to do it, they're gonna say no, I'm not doing it. And I want a partner. I don't want like you said. What do you call them? Yeah.
Oh,
I don't need
Yeah, I don't need that.
No.
So, don't judge me.
No judgment.
Please don't judge me.
Read.
Okay.
What up, Lay?
I like.
I love my wife. And then, you know what? This is one of the reasons why my wife is the perfect woman for me, though. Which is why you have to have the person who's perfect for you. So me, the fact that I did grow up so traditional, there are still certain ways of thinking that I have not shaken and that I really do still like.
Example.
So so this right here, when we're talking about submission, now first what we have to do is we have to define what submission is. Obedience, no woman wants to be thought. As soon as you say obedience, they're gonna do the opposite of whatever it is that you ask.
Pretty much.
However, submission though, to me, submission is allowing a person to lead, especially in areas in which they have strengths in. Okay, so that's at least how it works in my marriage. So for example, finances, my wife loves to spend. I can be tight-fisted. Even if the bank is packed, I can still be like, no. So therefore, I oversee the finances. So if I'm like, babe, no. Like if she's like, okay, I saw this wig for like $600. No. And she will submit and be like, okay, you know what? I got you. Then we'll work it out from there. So I do prefer a wife who is willing to take leadership. That's just my traditional thinking. So I do not prefer if I ask something for her to be like, nah, I don't want to do it. That's just me. Now, a lot of women don't like that. A lot of women don't like that. And there have even been women who sees like that my wife, makes my plate or whatever the case may be, and who have an issue with that. But that's not even something because you have a Southern woman who does the same thing.
Yes,
you have a woman who does the same
always
thing.
I don't have
They
to
serve
ask
you? Right.
She would tell me, go sit your ass down
Right.
in the kitchen. I'll
Right.
fix your plate.
Right.
Thank you, babe.
Right. And so do you
that
realize
submission?
So look, for some people, if they saw our girls like serving us, some people have an issue with that. They feel like y'all both women, so y'all should fulfill all of the same, the same roles or whatever the case may be. When at the end of the day, if we all doing the same thing, then there's gonna be no balance in this relationship. To me. to me. So like, if we all fulfilling the same job, if you cook, I cook all the time. This don't make sense. So to me, it's all about balancing. It's about balancing. But there are people out there who the fact that, you know, they serve us, the fact that, you know, if we say something, us being the masculine presenting woman, our women tend to listen and even fall back. They'll fall back before they'll speak out against what we're saying. So anyway, yeah. So having women who serve or who are submissive, it looks different for different people. But just don't judge nobody's situation. If you see that my wife will fall back, or if you see, you know, a woman who's like, no, I don't like that, I don't do, like, you gotta figure out what's good for you. But I do prefer a submissive woman, because that's just my preference.
Hey, everybody has their own needs.
So, what else? What else?
What are you saying?
I thought I said already.
She's first. Wait, no, you was first.
Yeah, I said I don't want someone who's submissive.
She did. She should say what she said.
Yeah, I don't want I want someone who's gonna challenge me. Now, I'm talking about like, now if we're going out somewhere and I have an opinion on something and they might not agree, don't embarrass me in front of everybody else. Now, if you disagree, now this is for anybody. Even if you don't agree with your mate, you disagree with them and behind closed doors.
Yes.
You support your mate always in public eye. I don't care if you think they dead ass wrong. When you get home, y'all discuss that then. In public, man, if you say that backdrop is purple, it's purple. It's purple
for now. Till we get
my
this car.
When I get home, bitch, what's wrong with you? They don't wear that shirt is not pink. That shirt is black. Okay, but that's the type I have.
That's true though. That's true. So that's why it has to be defined. Like, you have to determine. Now, this is not like you go tell your woman, go sit down and shut up. Like, we're not talking about abuse.
Like people,
some do.
That's
I believe
majority of the.
I believe we consider that abuse. Can we agree that's abuse?
Kind of abuse. Yes.
I think that's abuse.
That's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
Why these studs be out here abusing these chicks? Like, that be the norm of what I see.
Laying hands.
Stud femme relationships.
I mean, it's not only stud either now. There's some films that like to put their hand on studs.
I'm
just me. We're both women. So, I will never hit somebody first. Never. But if you hit me,
you gonna hit back.
I just might. I might do a 360.
Hashtag I just might hit you back.
Yeah, but I would hope I would not. And plus, we put our hands on each other. We don't need to be together.
Fact.
But if another woman hits me, emoji.
Look, since we here, I mean, more or less.
But I don't promote violence. I do not.
But since we here, it seems like we done segued into toxic relationships.
That's right. That's
Now, this is a question from me, because me being a person who knows a lot of older straight preachers who have their own stereotypes about gays, they seem to think that we all have toxic relationships.
They do. And
they truly believe that the fact that we are in same-sex relationships or whatever, that creates some type of imbalance that causes our relationships to automatically be toxic. Have you ever heard like that type of conversation? Has anybody ever kind of made a comment, or do you just see it? Do you agree? Do you not? What is it? Is it a projection from maybe a straight person saying why they don't think it is right or natural? Like what is that?
Usually, I stay away from people who have that type of opinion. Most folks know I'm going to tell you how I feel. You can tell me how you feel, and I'm going to tell you back. If you don't like my type of relationship, or you don't like the idea with women, that's your prerogative. I don't like that you sleep with half your congregation, Pastor.
What?
That ain't my business. Okay, you do what you do in your home. I do what I do in my home. If you're in my house, respect my house. When I go to your church, I respect you in your church. Okay, so everybody has opinions. Everybody have assholes, and sometimes they stink.
A lot of them do.
Now
Most of them.
That's a message. That's
is what it is. An abundance.
Stinking ass.
Abundance.
What you think? What do you think?
Man, listen.
All
Relationships,
gays
even when gays, man, listen. People are people.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be a people. We're a people.
We are.
Right? People have issues. What people fail to realize is that same-sex relationships go through the same thing that heterosexual relationships go through. the same thing.
Yeah.
There is no difference in the issues or the levels of toxicity that can exist. And sometimes maybe ours are a little better than heterosexuals. You know what I mean? Because we're in a pocket of our own to fight against those that are opposing us. So we have that on our side that bonds us together against the world. So what about you?
I have a gay friend. He told me years ago. He was talking about like divorce rates, like in the country and stuff. And he talked about how the more men you introduce into a relationship, the higher the divorce rate. So like lesbians supposedly have the lowest divorce rate, then the straights, and then the gay men.
Really?
Now, this was some years ago. Now, do I think it has shifted that much?
Interesting.
I don't think so. But just kind of a thought process. Now, I got all brothers. My father's still in my life. We ain't men hating gays, so do not play with me. However, it's just funny. It's just funny. Now we can bring one of our homeboys on later on and talk about the male nature. And as gay men, they typically are a little more promiscuous and stuff, like they experiment a lot and all of that stuff. Like I got homeboys where I was like, yo, you ain't never gonna find love. Like it's just not gonna happen. But that's something for later on. But just toxicity. Number one, I do not believe that toxicity has anything to do with your sexual orientation, nor does it have to do with the gender of the person you choose to be in a relationship with. It has to do with the person you choose to be in a relationship with and the person you are in a relationship. Because some of us are the toxic ones. Yeah.
Right.
We know.
Right.
Yeah.
The toxic one usually can identify the other toxicity. It's most related to you. You see yourself.
Or you project. You project what you know you do behind closed doors that people might not actually see.
Right.
And then we see your girl and she all withered and like, what's wrong, baby? Yeah, she in a toxic relationship with you, raggedy nigga.
Oh my God, I got so many.
What? Speak up.
Oh, boy, I got so many topics. Like, oh my God.
Yo, especially
you
if
think there could be a such thing as bad loving?
Bad love.
Like,
Yes.
you be in a relationship with someone and then you just start looking like shit. Like, you don't. Like,
Yeah, that happens a lot, especially with some married people.
That goes to show y'all not equally. That's not the one, right? That's not your person.
Yeah.
That means more is being taken away than it's being.
That cup gotta be equal. You can't just pour in and you not come back. You gotta have balance. So
Okay.
and we can't spill all the tea in one episode.
No,
you right.
no, we can say
Y'all
that.
gotta come back next week.
Come back.
Talk
Go
about.
back. So drop your comments, your questions. If you want it to be part of our relationship segment, stereotype segment, and it's something real juicy, you can remain anonymous. Just DM it.
We won't tell who you
DM it. For the people who are not quite as smart, don't put it in the comments. Then it's not anonymous. It's not anonymous.
Asking
we know
for
who
a
you are.
friend. Asking for a friend.
Yeah. You can. Yeah, absolutely. So DM it, and we will not put you out there. It's all good. We want to talk about everything. Thank you for joining us. It's your girl Sub. It's your girl Kat. It's your girl Whit. This is the More or Less podcast. We love you. What say ye?
Black